Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are once again welcome to another edition of our Ramadan series. Today, we're going to talk about the pillar of every nation. What is the pillar of every nation? We're talking about youth as the pillar of every nation. Youth between worlds. The world of Islam and the world of modern civilization, the era that we live in. How do we offer this guidance for the youth, especially taking advantage of the month of Ramadan? Youthful age is the age of exuberance, the age of daring the status quo. Because of the strength, the agility, the stamina, the guts that the youth exhibits, they are prone to so many dangerous things than the elderly ones of the society, which means the responsibility to guide the youth, to show them the path, to ensure that their future is bright, lies on the older generation. So the youth, they are living between the two worlds. Here, this is what Islam expects of them. And here, this is what the civilization that they're born in is calling them to. And because they want to explore, because they're given to curiosity and exploration, so they are prone to deviate more than any member of the society. So one of our teachers, Sheikh Abdullah al-Badr, teaches in the masjid of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, hafidhahullah. In one of his teachings, he was saying that he doesn't know of an era where the youth are exposed to evil than this era. And then he busted into tears and he said, we should be gentle and kind towards them in preaching to them because of the confusion and a lot of things that distract the youth of today. So what are we saying? The youth, they learn because they need a model in their lives. They need someone that they look up to in their lives. So if the Muslim society does not produce ideal role models, the youth will look into non-Muslim societies to seek for role models. So the responsibility to guide the youth is to produce role models. And these role models must derive their way of life from the way of life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so that when the youth look up to them, we know that they are looking up to someone that is looking up to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and by that we maintain that sanity and morality that is the bedrock of every society that attains greatness in terms of spiritual attainment and physical worldly success. So how do we harness this opportunity that comes with the month of Ramadan? We said in our previous series that Ramadan comes with that spiritual atmosphere, the spiritual ambience, the calmness, the tranquility, everywhere is spiritually charged. Even the non-Muslims will attest to that fact. So since the society in the month of Ramadan is spiritual by nature, because the Prophet ﷺ said, the evil devils are chained. So the tendency to mislead and to misguide people is drastically reduced. By that, you take advantage when the spiritual level is high and the whispering of Satan has been significantly tamed. So you introduce them to the masajid. Let them listen to Quranic recitation. Let them read the Quran themselves. Let them listen to the tafsir, the Quranic exegesis from scholars of tafsir. Let them have certain routines, spiritual routines. Let them be challenged not to miss out on Sunanul Rawatib, the Nafila prayers, the supplicatory prayers, the voluntary prayers, daily voluntary prayers. Let them be accustomed to that. Get the youth spiritual. Your children, give them money to give out in charity so that they will know that this is the month of giving. Take them to the masjid. Let them understand the value that Ramadan comes with so that when they see you doing that and they are introduced to that for a whole month, it is hoped that after Ramadan, they will carry on the teachings and the gains of Ramadan. And by that, we build a better society. We build a better ummah, and then we ensure the brightness of the future of the youth of the ummah. Remember, a lot of them did a lot of fantastic things during the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Even Prophet Ibrahim ﷺ was a youth when he challenged the status quo, but on the right cause. Ashab al-Kafi, they were youth in their youthful age, but they channeled their youthful age into what? Their youthful energy, they channeled it into spiritual gains. So they ran away from their people that were worshipping idols to come together to reflect upon the creations of Allah, to worship Allah alone. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam as a youth, he fought against what his people were upon of worshipping idols. He broke the idols. He challenged them intellectually. So he used that youthful energy in a positive way. That is how we want to see the youth of this ummah, so that the ummah can regain its glory days. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Oh